Continue on Be'ezus Hashem with Shir Hashirim chapter 3. So after the woman stops recounting what transpired in the past, and she continues on to discuss what happened. She discussed already the Egel. She discussed a little bit about what happened in the desert, but she's going into more detail now. She says like this: when after the Meraglim, it was decreed upon us to stay in the desert for 40 years, right? If you read the Chumash describes an event where some of the Jewish people decided to go up to Eretz Yisrael anyway and start the war right away, and they didn't believe it, and Hashem wasn't with us, and that was depressing. So the pasuk says, "Al mishkavi baleilos." After it was decreed that I'm going to stay 40 years in this desert, I was lying down in my bed at night, bikashti echa havo nafshi, and I started to search for the one that I love with all my soul. In other words, I wanted to do tshuva. Sometimes you want to do tshuva, but it's not accepted, and therefore I wanted to go to Eretz Yisrael right away. But bikashti, I searched for him, but I didn't find him. Like Hashem said to Moshe at that time, don't go up. Ki eineni bikir I'm not going to be with you. So I said to myself like this: I'm not giving up. Akubuna, I'm going to get up. I'm going to search the city. I'm going to go around the city. Bashvakim uvrachayvois, in the streets and the boulevards. Avaksha, and I'm going to ask everybody: Eish ava nafshi. Did you see the one that my soul loves? Bikashti I searched and I didn't find him, and that's what the pasuk says. Vatashuvu vatifku lifnei Hashem, lo yasham Hashem b'kolchem b'lo yehezlchem. God didn't come back. This time he was really, really angry with us. I guess after being trained that we thought, it was 1, 2, 3, we got forgiveness. We thought that this time as well it's going to be the same way, but it didn't. We ended up being punished and being in the desert for 40 years. Matsuuni Hashimrim, the watchmen of the city, Hasovim Be'er, that surround the city, which are the watchmen were Moshe and Aaron. And I asked them, the one that my soul loves, did you see him? Did God appear to you that he let you know that he forgave us? But they didn't give me an answer. Kimat shavarti mehem, just when they were passing away, right? Moshe and Aaron. Ad shemotasi echavanasi. I did find with Yeshua the one who my soul loves. Yeshua took over, and then I started to see the love, his love towards me. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu split the Jordan and brought us into Eretz Yisrael and helped us vanquish the 31 Malachim. When I saw now how much he loves me, he came back and came back even stronger. So now we're in Eretz Yisrael. I committed myself. I'm going to hold on to him. I'm never going to let go. Until I bring him to the land of our forefathers and to the room where I was born, which is the Kodesh Kodashim, until I build him a Kodesh Kodashim. So there was a certain period of time from the time that we entered Eretz Yisrael until we built the Beis Hamikdash. There was a long period of time. And we committed ourselves that we're going to hold on to him and not loosen our grip until this Beis Hamikdash is being built. Again, we repeat this pasuk again. She doesn't, when the emotions start to well up, and she discusses how the love she saw with Hashem when she entered Eretz Yisrael, Um, she says, "Izbati eschem, I swear to you, B'nai Yerushalayim, I swear to you, and I curse you, basically, that you should be bitzvois or be'alois hasodeh. You should be like a gazelle or like a stag in the field, being chased by predators. Into iru, if you're going to disturb, into iru, if you're going to agitate, etcha'ava, the love that I have with the Abishter, the love that he has to us, achtekbas, while he desires." So after he, uh, sets the record straight, she sets the record straight with her neighbors. Don't try to agitate us now. She says, continues on with the tale. You remember that when we were coming from the desert to Eretz Yisrael, and we were surrounded with the Anani HaKavod, and we were protected because Hashem loved us, and there was the smell of the Keturis from the Mishkan that wafted through the air. You smelled it too, and you questioned. You observing us coming up from the desert towards Eretz Yisrael, and you said, "Mizais, who is this? Oilam in Abidbar, coming up from the desert, Kisimrarais Oshan, like a pillar of smoke, Mukuteres, smoking up more ulvaina, myrrh and frankincense, Mikol Afkais Reicha, from all the perfumes of a perfumer." In other words, from all the different types of perfumes, we made the Keturis. But you only saw the outside, the smell, but you didn't see what the inside of the people were. The bed that the king uses, that means a special room that's designated for the king and the queen, which is the Mishkan, was in the middle. You didn't see that because it was surrounded by smoke. And it's the place where Hashem comes to us and we're with him. And this was within Klal Yisrael. Shishim Gebarim Savila. There were 600,000. We call it 60, but 600,000 people of strong people are surrounding it. Migibari Yisrael, from the strong people of the Jewish people, and that's just people who are from 20 to 60. There were millions of Jews coming. Kula, all of them, Achuze Charev, are holding onto a sword, Milumadei Milchama, are trained in warfare. Ish Charba, and we're trained in warfare. Warfare doesn't mean, warfare means the warfare of the Torah. We just got the Torah and we spent 40 years studying it, right? So we are very sharp in the Torah. And we're so careful to review our learning lest we forget it as we get into harsher times. Ish Charba, everybody has his sword, al Yerechai, right very close to his thigh. Mipachad Baleis, because he's frightened of the night. Maybe he's going to forget it. And if there's no Torah, Chas v'Shalom, then the tsaros will come back. So after you saw the beautiful appearance, this beautiful scene as we come into Eretz Yisrael, right? We were surrounded with the Keturis, and inside was the Mishkan, right? We discussed a little bit about the Mishkan. That the Eibishter desired to be there. Apirian Asaloi Hamelach Shloimei. The Eibishter made commanded us to make this canopy bed, Me'atzei Halavonaim, from the wood of the Lebanon wood, from the best wood in the world, and that is the Mishkan that Hashem commanded us to build. And it's called Lebanon, white, Lavine, because it whitens the sins of the Jewish people. Amudav, we're describing a little bit about the Mishkan. Amudav, its pillars, also Kesef, was made of silver, right? Bave Amudav Cheshkem Kasef, Rifidasai Zahav, its cover was gold, right? Because the papyrus on top of the Aron was made of gold. Merkavai, its writing, what it sat on was argama made of purple wool. That refers to the proiches that was hanging and riding on hooks from pillar to pillar. And the main thing is Toichai Ratzuv Ahava. Inside was carved his love to us. Benois Yerushalayim, his love for us more than all the other nations of the world. Again, Benois Yerushalayim refers to the nations of the world. Sana, get up and go out. Ren and see. Benois Tzion, Umasa Oila, the nations of the world, the daughters of Tzion. Bamelech Shalom Moi, in the king, in the beauty of the king of the world. Come, when he just watch as he has his presence amongst us, and see and view Ba'atara, the crown, the crown that we are crowning him. And the Eibishter not only calls us his wife, but calls us his mother. Somehow we're elevated to be his mother, the mother of Hashem, so to speak. And when are the special times? B'yom chasun asai, on the day that we had our marriage to him, which is the day of Mount Torah. I crowned him to be the king, and therefore I committed myself to keep his Torah. And the day of his happiness, which is the day of the inauguration of the Mishkan. So ends Perek Gimel.